Happy Friday, Brian Manning here with the weekly update. Let's get right to it. So much to talk about this week. My gosh, it was just endless news almost day after day. Well, we started Monday with a relatively quiet news day. Not a lot to talk about there, but then things started to get heated. So Tuesday, we got the JOLTS report. So JOLTS is the job opening and labor turnover report. So I should say that again, job opening and labor turnover report. So this looks at job openings across the country. So for the month of March, this was down 300,000. That's a huge number for it to be down. And then February was revised. February is down another 100,000. So we've seen less job openings across the country. That's pretty impactful, and definitely the Federal Reserve should be looking at employment with what's taken place. Then Wednesday was the big day. We got a whole ton of information on Wednesday. First thing we got on Wednesday was ADP. So the first Wednesday of every month, we get ADP. That's the largest provider of private payroll in the U.S. So ADP had an expectation of 115,000 new jobs. We got 62,000 jobs created. So definitely a big miss. ADP showed that hiring in the month of April was not all that robust. So that was a big miss. Then we also got PCE. So PCE is the personal consumption expenditure. This is what the Federal Reserve looks at. This is their favorite gauge for inflation. So PCE moved lower. We've been waiting for this. It went from 2.69 down to 2.29. Theoretically, inflation, which is the arch enemy of bonds, when we see it move lower, it should have an impact on interest rates. We've all been waiting for this for, 3 years now? And now we got all this tariff talk, and here we are with positive inflation news. And normally this would be very impactful for interest rates, but not impactful at all. So it is what it is. Then we got Q1 GDP reading. So Federal Reserve is looking at this as well. Historically, when you have two quarters in a row of negative GDP reading, that means we're in a recession. So Q1 came out being negative 0.3%. And then we got pending home sales. This is pending home sales for the prior month. This was up 6.1%. The crazy thing is the media always looks for everything negative. Then you get this really great pending home sales report. Where's the media reporting on this one? Nowhere to be found. How shocking is that? Thursday, relatively quiet news day. And then today we get the BLS. So BLS is the Bureau of Labor Statistics. This is the government's report for employment. This also looks at the prior month for April. So the first Friday of every month we get this report. So analyst expectations was 130,000 new jobs to be created. All of a sudden we get 177 new jobs created. What's crazy is if we look at this report, the worst part about it is that they always revise prior months. So if we look at prior months, they also came out and they said, well, we're going to revise February, 49,000 jobs lower, and March, 43,000 jobs lower. It's almost like saying, here's the report. Oops, we were wrong by 49,000 people. Let's go back and revise that. The problem is this. When the report comes out like today, 130,000 jobs expected, 177 jobs created, markets look at that and they do react, unfortunately, not favorably as far as mortgage rates are concerned. But now you have this news that gets buried farther back and it shows the revisions. And if they just reported it correctly the first time around, the employment report would usually be a miss, and that would be beneficial for the job market. I'm sorry, that would be beneficial for mortgage rates. So I'm going to call BS on this report. I don't think there was 177,000 jobs created. Not when I already said the JOLTS report was up 300,000. ADP was a big miss. And then out of nowhere, BLS report just has this blockbuster report. I think we're going to see revisions in the future over the next few months. Unfortunately, for reasons I've already said, revisions are not impactful, although I wish they were. I'm around all weekend. If you have any questions, give me a call. I'm available 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Give me a call. Happy Friday. I hope everybody has a great day.